I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Is that so?
See, he agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want... anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
This is exciting, isn't it? hide from me.
You can't hide
Yeah,
from
I
me.
guess.
Good to see you. All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious. As some of
I find it hard to believe this
Sawthorpe was one
excavation.
of the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim. It was also the largest. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Sawthorpe. This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study such an early civilization. And, well, are there any questions before we begin? Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything... Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Brelina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact with them, just identify them. All right, everyone, let's be careful.
Well, certainly... What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? I've only looked through a portion of... Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. Until next time.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did... Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it? Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured. Until next time. Well, highly unusual and very interesting. Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, Mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? All right, then. Be prepared to defend yourself. Be prepared to defend yourself. Never should have come here. I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. I've never seen anything like this. I thought it high time I caught up with you. Well now, would you look
Ruda!
Nothing seems to... Keep it busy. I'll try to drain some of its power. There! Now attack it! I'm not the only one seeing this, am I? Why, this is utterly unique. This is simple. I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed immediately. He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Savos Aran of this discovery? Please, hurry.
An ongoing effort to research the work of Archmagus Shalador. He is most remembered for his great maze of Labyrinthian, said to hold Glamouril, or, yes? Excellent. I'll start translating it. Shouldn't take me more than a day or two. While stories have persisted since the First Era, none have ever confirmed the... The college has developed some theories, however.
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Sir? How quaint. I am Savos Aran, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now. I see. I trust that Tolfdir will provide a more specific explanation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject. Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of anything that matches your discovery. And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful. Until next time.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine. I know what you want. Well, you don't even need to ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway. I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Orthorn. Fight well.
You there. I have questions for you. You were in Sarthol, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found there. I am well aware. Tolfdir is still in Sarthol, is he? I shall be expecting a full report from him when he returns. It is my job to know these things. My role as advisor to the Archmage is aided by knowing everything that transpires here. Thank you for your help. You may go now. I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them. Are you quite sure we need to be speaking? I'm disappointed to say I've learned little during my time here.
Out of the way, meat. Out of the way, meat.
Look out! Never should have come here.
Out of the way, meat. Out of the way, meat. I love it when...
Is someone there?
That's your best, huh?
Is someone there? Go, boys!
Oh, you saved me. Thank you so much. Who knows what they'd have done to me if you hadn't come along? I promise I'll help you get out of here. The books? Oh, But yes, the books. The caller will have them. She was most interested in one of the volumes, although not interested enough to keep me from being locked up. Don't you need my help? Well, I'll just be on my way then. Please, do be careful. And thank you.
And begin.
What was that?
Over here!
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you. So you're just one of Arin's lackeys. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything. Fine. Take them and be gone. Never return here, or else you'll face my full wrath. You have what you came for. Now leave.
Urag can be very helpful. Just don't antagonize him.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Well, thank you. Night of Tears, eh? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should... And here. I suppose you've earned these. It's coming along slowly. I expect there will be some results soon. Mm-hmm.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
It's always in... Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I just can't seem to tear myself away. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience. But can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka. And yet,
So did Delvin send you again, or are you here on your own this time?
Archmage Aaron is already
Let me give you a bit of advice.
Hopefully we'll have
You
more
want to work on
information
something
soon.
that's not officially allowed?
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate
You
immediately.
need something you're not
If you're
officially...
working on any
most
experiments,
We're
please
involved in
clean up after
serious
yourself.
research here.
You tell anyone.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Just like
Well,
anywhere
I'm
else,
quite
it's
sure
all
I've
about
never
who
been
you know.
interrupted like this before. The audacity.
me.
I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid
It's
interruption.
lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. Feralda, don't act like she didn't say anything. I know her, and I know what she's been up to. My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt
I need you to
myself.
come with me immediately.
Well, it won't
Let's go.
work, I tell you.
Really? Well, allow me to I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
I think the
Enchanting
college is due
services
for a change in
are one of the
leadership.
few things
All
that
right,
keep
then.
us in touch with the rest of Skyrim. The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor.
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Please do not be alarmed. It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. Unfortunately, the future is as obscure to us as it is to you. The overwhelming power of the Eye makes it difficult for us to see. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of you... I am sorry I can't... Now, It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say...
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange. Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
There's
All
been a
right, then.
misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What?
The college will be here... Well, now. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the midden. Are you going to see him? Do tell him underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful. Take care now.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter. I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late. The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, But first, you must find that which you need. You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
What you learn here... Really? And I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have... And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically meant... I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, a most impressive attitude. Keep this up. Something as... I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat I'm quite pleased with your progress. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now. It's no secret that the college's reputation in